Facebook is working, though there's a spiral happening, and now I'm live on Instagram. Okay, welcome back. I realize it's been several months since I did a live. So I decided for the new year I have to get back into it. And I'm on Instagram over here and Facebook over here. So if my eyes are dotting back and forth, that's why. Just getting in the groove. Hey, everybody. So I just want to take a moment to introduce myself. I am Rachel, the Grounded Coach, here on my business page. And I just want to welcome you to the new year. Whew, it's been kind of funky so far, right? But I want to talk about the work that I'm doing and the year ahead, see how you guys are. I'm realizing it's been at least a month, if not 2 months, since I took a break from doing some lives. So, like I said, I'm Rachel, I'm the Grounded Coach, and I work with ambitious and anxious women, specifically if you're recovering or trying to recover from and let go of being a perfectionist, because man, do those go hand in hand, right? They overlap. And that's what we're going to talk about today. What I realized in my work as a therapist is that, and my own work actually, that ambition can come with its own baggage, right? And they might be separate, they might be intertwined, not totally sure. But I see that there's a level of anxiety and worry that drives that ambition. It happens to me too. And so when we think about ambitious women, I've been putting in my mission statement and updating my Facebook page through the holidays, and I use that word ambitious a lot. And so I want to talk about what you guys think. What does ambition mean to you? Is it something that's motivating and uplifting, or is it an insult? Because I've experienced it several ways. I sent an email out to my newsletter, which you could sign up for at groundedtherapist.com. And you can read that or to get that newsletter. And it talks about that I've been insulted, right, and put down by someone telling me that I was ambitious. But when I was growing up, that was a word that I thought was only a compliment. And it really confused me that someone was trying to put me down while using a word that I thought was a compliment. And I'm sure I just smiled and nodded and thanked the person and pretending that I still thought it was a compliment. But it took a while for me to realize that it was an insult, right? And it could be used to put women down instead of lift us up. I don't see it that way, but I hear it and I've noticed it out in the world. So I work with those ambitious women who are climbing, who are setting big, audacious, impossible goals. And that's who I work with. And so as the beginning of the new year, there's a lot of push to make up goals, come up with plans, be out there doing things and crushing them. And that's amazing. But just it often gets too much pressure, right? How's your dryuary going? Right? How is holding back from drinking for a whole month? How's your detox going? Often those goals are just misidentified, right? You maybe overcommitted, push too far, and then you're going to set yourself up for failure. So I like to come up with creative goals that are very much accomplishable that you can build on over time. And that can come with anxiety too, right? That can be really worrisome. Worrying? Both. Let's go with both. And when we have those goals, we can use that ambition and that anxiety to fuel us and lift us up, right? Or we can be told or internalize that message that we shouldn't be doing that, we're pushing too hard, we're doing too much. And there's a balance in there. So what do you guys think? I don't think I can see any answers on Facebook. So if you're on Instagram, you can leave that there. But we can use this as a motivator to make accomplishable goals that can push us forward and motivate us. And we can reach new levels in our career, new levels in our personal life, in our exercise, in whatever goals you have for yourself. But it also can be used against us. I want you to be really mindful of that. So, thinking about women and ambition, right? I mean, anyone that you look up to, if there's a woman in your life that you look up to, or I know as a child I looked up to a whole bunch of women who are they're not alive anymore, a few of them might be. But they were ambitious. They strove for things and they got a lot of pushback. So we can't see it as a barrier. But what happens is perfectionism can get in. Those worries can turn into doubts and fears. And so that's how I coach women on breaking through those fears, maybe identifying and breaking down those goals to a little bit more of an accomplishment that can be achievable in a certain time frame so you can build on that to get to the next step. Or we can let someone try to hold us back or overdo it or start to believe our doubts and our fears about ourselves. So that's just my intro. I wanted to check in, say hi, see how you guys are holding up. Last week was really intense. I think there's a lot of intensity going on right now. So I'm going to go sign off. I'm wearing makeup for the first time in a really long time, so my face feels so funny. I love it. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon, and I'll be sharing this clip. It'll be in my stories and then in my highlights should you want to check in. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a message or a DM, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.